Hello and welcome again to another episode of Stop Winging It. I'm Mike Carver, and as you can see, I'm giving a nod here to spring and to the Masters, both with a green shirt and hopefully some warmer weather coming in the Northwest. We are going to talk over the next couple of weeks about communication. We're going to give some specific tips this time. We've been talking a lot about different areas, work-life balance and working with teams, but we haven't really delved into an area where we would just give exact number of tips and things that you can do that will make a remarkable difference in how you lead your teams. We want to do that today. We want to do a little bit again next week as well. And so we're going to focus on 3 things that you can do as a manager, as somebody who has direct reports, as an owner, maybe of a small to medium-sized business. Anybody who's leading a team in any fashion, these are things that are kind of time-tested, that have been true, written about extensively by lots of people, and just going to put our little spin on what it is that seems to make a difference when you're working with teams. And so we're going to dive right in. The first one really is, it's called a daily huddle, but look, you can call it anything, right? We want you to get together on a daily basis for about 5 minutes. And that daily huddle really revolves around the opportunity to see what's going to happen that day. It's an opportunity for you and your direct reports to kind of do a green, yellow, and red light to the day. What got carried over from yesterday, possibly, and what is it that needs to be accomplished today from a productivity perspective? Are we on the clock for something? Is there a project wrapping up? What are the things that we know are in front of us that are really important that we've got to complete? And by having a daily huddle for about 5 minutes, and that's it, you allow yourself the opportunity to hear what's going on from your team members, and they can tell you if it's green, yellow, or red, where there might be obstacles, where there might be some challenges. And you know as the day kicks off where you might need to go help remove some obstacles and work through some challenges with somebody in order to get things done. And so these daily huddles, again, Monday through Friday, and you want to do them live. You want to pull people away from their desk, put the phones away, and get them into a different location if you can. If you've got to do them by Zoom, you got to do them by Zoom. That's just the way we are in our world today. It's okay. But it becomes a level of accountability, right? Something that is habit forming. Again, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you're going to take the lead and create a space for people to talk and to be open, then that will be a change. It'll be a remarkable change if you'll do it consistently. So in 5 minutes, you're going to hear back from your team, each one of them, all together, on how good they think the day is looking, what do they have in store, any problems that they might see coming, and what is it that you already know, where should you be involved, how can you already help out? And it's a great accountability, because if you do it every day, everybody knows each day is coming, right? And so if each day you've got to give an accounting for what's going to happen, you're going to have sort of your P's and Q's lined up, right? You're going to be ready to talk about it. And you yourself, as the manager of those, the team leader of those folks, are also going to describe, well, here's my day. This is what I got going on. Here's what I got to make sure it gets done, along with helping you all achieve your goals for the day. So that's the first thing, a daily huddle. Second thing we want to talk about is a weekly 15. This is very different. Rather than knowing red, green, and yellow and what's happening, how the day is going to go, this is the chance to talk about workload, work process, efficiencies, things that your team feels should be brought up or want to bring up. You're giving them an opportunity, right? And what do people want as an employee? They want to see and be and heard, right? They want to feel valued. And to feel valued, they need to have an outlet. You're providing an outlet for folks who will then be able to say, hey, I was thinking about if we did it this way, or have we ever considered maybe being more efficient by doing it like this? This is that 15-minute time frame where it's not a one-on-one, but it is a chance for you as the manager, to shut up and to listen and to listen. That's why you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, as my dad used to say. Listen twice as much as you talk now. Give them time to think it through. And again, habit forming. If every week you give people a 15-minute or so opportunity to talk about things that they have noticed, things that they think that they could improve, every idea is valid. Every idea is worthy. Don't shoot things down as the manager of those people. Listen to everything. And in fact, Offer up suggestions along the way, maybe assign accountability and some responsibility back. Maybe come back with, that's a great idea. Hadn't even thought about that. Why don't you flesh that out some more? Think about it, get some other input. Let's talk more about that and bring it up again next week. Let's see where we are with something like that. I'll run it up, my side of the equation and talk to my boss as well to see what he or she thinks. This is the beginning of a great dialogue, and that's what you want. And in a 15-minute talk at the end of every week, maybe on a Friday, you get together and you find out kind of what's really going on, and you listen really, really well. So those are the first two things. The last one is about one-on-ones. And again, if you wait to do an annual performance review, you will have lost them. People will walk, they'll vote with their feet. So what we want to do is create a one-on-one space for you to be able to listen again, ask great questions, and give them individual time to discuss how's it going. So once or twice a month, every 2 to 4 weeks, somewhere in that range, you want to provide a 20 to 30 minute outlet. This is your primary job. As a manager of people, you should be coveting this kind of time and making sure that your folks know that it's available to them. Look, at the end of the day, if they don't have an outlet to their boss to give ideas, thoughts, suggestions, to talk about how training's going, advancement opportunities, what's next, to hear from you on how they're doing, to get feedback on their job, their productivity, their production level, that's all super important. And people don't want to wait a long time in between hearing how things are going. So provide that. Give them an outlet so that in a 20 to 30 minute conversation every 2 to 4 weeks, they know that they're going to have a chance to say, this is what's going on. And you're going to be able to ask them, hey, is there any toxicity, any drama, anything happening? Not so you can take it and blab it and turn around and not treat that confidentially and respectfully. That would be the worst thing you could do. But to be aware of things that are going on inside your team, inside the organization, right? Maybe you can nip things in the bud. You can have open conversations with people. This is a great way to do it. And look, these 3 tips, and just these 3 alone, a 5-minute daily huddle, a 15-minute recap at the end of the week that is more process design, something that will work on efficiency and workflow. And then at least once a month, if not twice, an opportunity to do one-on-ones with your team. The results will be remarkable because people will be looking for it. Now, there's a discipline that you're building that's a habit. It's a behavioral change. And so the discipline is going to lead to accountability. It's going to lead to great open conversations, which at the end of the day is what you want. People want to feel valued. They want to feel heard and seen as an employee. You're giving them that. You're giving them multiple chances to feel heard and to be seen. And you're curious and you want to ask questions. And so there's a great dialogue that's going on. That creates a general stickiness in the organization. People want to be a part of an organization like that, where there's great dialogue going back and forth. They feel their boss has their back. They feel that they can speak openly about things and they won't get blabbed all over the office. This is just really, really important stuff. And to the degree that you do it and you do it well, you will see great results from people that are now willing to give you discretionary effort because they value the way that they're being treated. And look, that's why it matters, right? This is the so what, who cares portion. People value the way that they're being treated. They will actually do great things for you. And you want to create that kind of environment and atmosphere for your teams. So this is the first part. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more about how to talk about strategic planning and different things and communicating what's going on in the organization top down. But for now, if you like it, please subscribe and comment below. And we look forward to catching up with you again next week on another episode of Stop Winging It.